No one has touched children.
Children? Hunter Biden is not a child. He's 50 years old. Meanwhile, it seems that over there at state-run MSDNC, they had their own agenda, and that's to block Bernie Sanders at all costs, according to some critics. Yes, conspiracy television, that network isn't exactly feeling the burn. Here's the reaction, the host of Get Tammy Bruce on FoxNation.com. Tammy Bruce, and also the host of Lara Logan, has no agenda. FoxNation.com also, Lara Logan. All right, Lara, let's begin with you. Okay, seems like, please, Joe, can we help you? Here's a lifeline, Joe. We need you, Joe, please. I say I'm all for Joe. They can have Joe.
Well, first, Sean, I want to say you always say that journalism is dead, so it's my job to remind you that I'm still standing, and I'm not the only one. But I would say, to your point, though, well, unfortunately, not enough. Not enough, but there are a few. So this is what I would say, you know, for organizations like ABC, who pride themselves on being objective, on being truth tellers, you know, on just providing the facts and showing both sides, they really can't claim that ground if they don't kind of show both sides, and if they don't push back, and if they don't really, you know, do their jobs as, you know, and present other points of view and challenge the person they're interviewing. And this was, you know, this was a somewhat painful interview to watch, really. And I say that on a very compassionate human level, right? Because it's just so obvious that, you know, that Biden is not where he needs to be right now on every level.
How could you not ask about
quid pro quo,
Joe? You're not, Tammy, you're not getting the billion unless you fire the prosecutor, paying my zero experience son millions. I think I would have spent at least, the entire interview getting a straight answer.
Well, but see, they're not interested in that. And, you know, look, the Daily Beast even had a headline on this, and they're not exactly, you know, right-leaning or conservative, saying that Joe Biden bombed on this program. So there he has this friendly environment meant to lift him up. That is clearly a given. And he fails even in that environment. At one point, he expressed being confused and shocked that other candidates and people and other reporters, effectively, I guess, were asking about his record and the record of other people running, because, you see, this is what's new. They're not used to, and certainly his generation of politician, and certainly as Democrats, are not used to actually running, to actually not having a next in line, to where you're not supposed to be asked these hard questions, because that way the people are kept kind of out of the loop about what's really going on. And I think even the viewers of The View and certainly of the Internet and other programming have become savvy enough to recognize the fraud that this is, that this really kind of laid out a template in a way of how politicians like Joe Biden have gotten away with this kind of stuff for so long. And as you noted, look, Hunter is a 50-year-old man. This also speaks to our concern about how do you go into public service and become filthy rich. And we've been wondering that as the American people, and that's why this story matters. That's why Hunter Biden matters. It's why Chelsea Clinton matters as an adult woman, not as minor children, as they begin to play within the money that seems to be coming forth when you're a politician like Joe Biden. Americans care about that. It matters to us because it speaks to corruption and the nature of what government has become. And that's why we're in the Reformation we're in right now.
Last 20 seconds for Lara. We only have 20.
One thing I would add, Sean, is that you have to apply the same standard across the board, right? So if Hunter Biden is off the table, then Ivanka Trump and Don Jr. and all the others, then they're off the table too. And if you look back at what the viewers had to say about them, you won't find that the same standard has been applied.
Great point. Thank you both.